I gotta tell you guys, I am really excited for Mass Effect 4. I've been a big fan of the Mass Effect franchise for a long time now. I wasn't there when it started, but I was certainly there when it finished. And from when I went back to play, I actually really enjoyed. Enough so that I actually got this thing, the Mass Effect Legendary Edition. It basically includes the first three games and all of its DLC. What was originally about $180 reduced into a $60 package. So for me, it's worth the buy, and I'm happy I got it for Christmas last year. For those of you that don't know anything about video games or anything video game related, you should know that when this game came out, there was actually some controversy behind it, if you can even call it controversy. Let me tell you a story. So, Mass Effect in general is a squad based third person shooter game. You use certain kind of tactics and abilities to overcome any kind of given situation. There's also a very deep story that involves driven characters, politics, and war, pretty much, as well as the extinction of the human race. But that's not important. Controversy in this game actually comes in the shape of removing scenes or censorship with two different characters. Both characters are the female version of Commander Shepard, the main character, and Miranda Lawson. Now, when it comes to Commander Shepard, there's actually a lot of customization involved. You can make them male, you can make them female, you can make them from a gang back on Earth, you can make them born in the colonies out in space, you can make them a war hero, you can make them very angelic like, or you can make them a complete fucking asshole if you wanted to. The customization doesn't even end there, really. There's also different outfits that you can have. And that's where the first bit of scene removal comes from. You see, those outfits can range from anything. It can range from like a colony outfit to like a leather jacket to a military suit. And in terms of female Shepard specifically, it can range to a dress. Now, normally that wouldn't be a big deal, but here's the thing. When I say that there's a lot of differences, there's also a lot of similarities as well. Because at the end of the day, female Shepard was given the same kind of animations and movements as male Shepard. Remember how I told you that she can wear a dress? I'll let you go ahead and connect those dots real quick. Don't worry. I'll wait for you. You tell me what went wrong. Would you believe me if I told you that scene right there wasn't even the worst offender? The worst offender comes in Mass Effect 2 when you talk to one of your squad mates named Samara. Now, when you're a woman and you're wearing a dress, specifically one that's about knee high or so, or above the knee, when you tend to get on the ground, you tend to get on the ground a certain way. Usually, you do something like this, just to like cover everything up and get on the ground without exposing yourself. Or you do something like this. But that's not how female Shepard does it. When she has to get on the ground to talk to Miranda, she does this move right here. Yeah, it's pretty bad. I mean, I feel exposed sitting like this in front of y'all, and I'm wearing pants. Just think about that for a second. Needless to say, those scenes were removed. And strangely enough, those aren't even the scenes that get the most attention. The ones that do get the most attention come from the scenes where Miranda is involved. Now, Miranda is an interesting character in her own right. She's actually lab grown by her evil ass father to be basically perfect in every single way.
Well, you should probably know that I've had extensive genetic modification. I'm very good at just about anything I choose to do. It's very thorough. Physically, I'm superior in many ways. I heal quickly and I'll likely live half again as long as the average human. My biotic abilities are also very advanced. For a human. Add to that some of the best training and education money can buy, and, well, it's pretty impressive, really.
You certainly don't lack for confidence.
It's just a fact. My reflexes, my strength, even my looks, they're all designed to give me an edge.
And part of that perfectionism comes in her body. And no thing gives more evidence to that theory than some of the cinematography in Mass Effect 2. Now, I don't know exactly how many scenes were removed of her, but I know that these two right here, if these weren't the only ones, these are the first two that everyone thinks about when it comes to censorship. As you can see, her butt is in full point-blank view of the audience. When it came to the removal of these two scenes, basically the fan base kind of split. There was the side that was okay with it, thinking that shots like that were disgusting, and then there was a side that wasn't okay with it. I don't know, because I guess they liked looking at Miranda's butt. But either way, the scenes were removed. Now, in terms of my point of view, I can tell you right now, I don't care that these scenes were removed. I really don't. When it comes to Shepard, one, I play as both male and female Shepard, whatever I feel like doing on any given playthrough. And two, even if I do end up picking female Shepard, I don't really pick the dress. not unless the game makes it mandatory and I have no choice but to wear it. And when it comes to Miranda's scenes, one, I am not losing sleep over her butt being missing. I don't care. And two, despite the fact that I find her interesting, when it comes down to it, I don't really use her in the game. Again, as I said, it's squad based, and there's a lot of choices to put in your squad. She is one of them. But when it comes down to it, for me, there is always a better biotic, a better tech specialist, better weapons, or better tactics to use other than Miranda. So I often always put her in the back burner along with Caden, Ashley, and Jacob. Those are characters I don't use. She's one of them. But now we get to one of the main reasons why I made this video. Because as it turns out, in one of my more recent playthroughs, I actually made a Shepherd build that Miranda complemented very well. So because of that, I ended up using her more often than I normally do. And I gotta tell you, they kind of missed some butt shots. And that's just me passively noticing butt shots. I'm sure if I went back and actively looked for butt shots, I'd probably find another 30. So here's how the story ends. For the side that was okay and actually happy about the scenes being removed about Miranda's butt, they may have won the battle, but they absolutely lost the war because, as you can clearly see, her butt is still in full and plentiful view. And for the side of the fan base that was actually mad that her scenes were removed, I'm here to tell you that they may have lost the battle, but they absolutely won the war because her butt is still in full and plentiful view. In other words, the problem was solved the wrong way. If they really wanted to remove the butt shots, they would have given her a better outfit. But again, I don't care. The reason why I'm interested in Mass Effect is because of the story and the characters themselves, not really what they wear too much. And it's that same kind of attitude that I'm going to bring when Mass Effect 4 releases. I'm not really going to care about any kind of romance options or outfit options because that's not what I'm there for. Now that I've said that, I would like every single one of you to join me in a Samara-esque prayer. And let's pray to whatever the hell you believe in that Mass Effect 4 is a good game and is free of controversy, if you can even call it that. Muchas gracias. Buenas noches.